Okay, shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're here with the Crypto Lifer. Thank you for coming on in. Had a bunch of technical difficulties here getting through. Wi-Fi in this area isn't the greatest. So, looking at what's going on here in the markets, taking a look at Bitcoin right now, forming a bit of a pennant here on the 4-hour. Measured move is starting to form here. Let's get it moving right off the bat into your Bitcoin day. All right, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin live technical analysis every single day with the Crypto Lifer. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. If you like what you see here, if you're educated and you love it, I also do tutoring at the link below. You can have a tutoring session with me. Click on it and we'll be ready to rock. Shout out to everyone here that's coming on into the comment section. Let me bust out the comments and see what's happening. Thank you guys for always being here. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the support. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I always say thank you for my day. Thank you for my legs. Thank you. I walked around the yard today, was able to breathe, right? Crypto sleeper. Shout out to everyone here. Did I miss the stream? No. Yo. Heck no. No, wait. Hope you're good, Sam. Shout out to Craze Trade. Shout out to Colin's Work. Yeah, I can't put music on because technically, like, I'm having issues with the stream, and when I add music, it takes that much more of my bandwidth, right? So I'm afraid that if I add the music, we'll end up losing any ability to use the trading view chart. So I gotta do no music for just for today, but I'll be back. I'm gonna find a way to do it better. Or I am traveling, trying to see my parents. You know, I'm attempting to see my mom and dad. They're in their 70s. My dad's like 74, my mom's 73, and I haven't seen them because of because of YouTube and what I do. Like I've been really unable to like travel as much as I thought I would have. As much as I want it to be a remote business, you know, I need to make sure there's a really robust internet connection wherever I'm at. And certain people just don't. I pay for a very strong internet connection so I can do all the streaming that I do at the quality that I do it at. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's good right now. Hope you and your family are good, bro. No worries. Enjoy your fam. Um, what's Smash the likes. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate it. So I'm looking at Bitcoin right now, and technically, like right off the bat, looks like a good long on the 4-hour to me. To me, and I don't like to long the 4-hour unless I see that the 1-hour is also low. Um, and shout out to Rodney Robinson in the spot. So like this would be a really nice long for Bitcoin. You know, we originally thought we had another pennant. We broke out. That's what happens. You find another shape, you move on. And so here would be another long for Bitcoin right here. All right. So when we take a look at this, we would long this bottom, the stochastic moving to the upside, and then hope you get at least the measured move of this weight of this width. Okay. So the long will be like somewhere near here, near the bottom of the pattern, and a break to the upside, right? To about what, 14%? I'm gonna go back into a bigger time frame, like the 8-hour. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
We picked them from a field, me and Irene.
Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're the best. Thank you. I need a nice mobile RV studio with satellite. Yeah, I do, man. I really do. Like it's time to step the game up so I can just keep it going. And I can go anywhere in the world and just be like, yeah. You know, anyway. Let's take a look at that daily and you see where our support and resistance lie, right? And you can see, so once we break this level, once we break above this 42K, man, holding us down. And I told you, until we break above 42K, I'm bearish. So like we could still be in a slight downtrend right now at 38.9. You know, even we'll make scalps on the 1-hour and the 4-hour, but right now, look, the daily is spent. So my idea to my patrons, if you're in if you were one of the Patreons, here's the idea here. Okay, is if we break above this level, I mean, highly likely we get the gap up to this next level of support and resistance here at about 47,500 I have, and into the 48 region. So there's a big deal for breaking above this line. If Bitcoin can break above this line, Look for a retest, which would be a bounce off of 40,800, 42K even, but it's really about 40,008, which is a strong level that I see, even though we have some wicks above it. I would like to see us break above that. The daily says no. So to play the daily, I'd say you draw a pennant right now on the daily, and you kind of like, you basically can follow whether we fall into the pennant or the flag, or we break to the upside out of that. So we're either going to come down and reset on this daily stochastic and bounce. And I drew the 618 right here, which would be about 35,000. Yeah, about 34,000. So if we hit the 618, 34,000, we break above that, and then boom, we could start making our way through the Fibonacci's and back above that level. But 36,000 should hold. And again, like I said too, at the beginning of the week, like I'm bullish on this slight trend as long as the next downtrend, the next low is lower than this low, is higher than this low. As long as I get a low higher than this low, we're good to go. Shout out to Kiko Lau. Shout out to Smash the Likes. It's all good, brother. No worries. Your music, your info was enough. Enjoy your family. Shout out to everyone here on the live. So I can see this breaking on up to the upside or breaking down. And I want to take a look at the 4-hour now. So if it breaks down, bounce off the 618. If it stays straight in a pennant while this curves back down, then we get back in at the bottom, maybe somewhere here when we touch the 21-day moving average. So that's the idea for Bitcoin. After a big move like this, look, it always comes back to the 21 every single time. So this is something you want to watch out for because it's going to happen. The beauty is, look, we were below the 21 this whole time and bouncing above it. Then you usually get above the 21. That starts the next trend, and people don't realize that, but the beginning of trends really do begin. Now, I hope we don't have one of these, a fake out, and we break back below it again and then just keep struggling with it. But it's looking pretty nice. As we got here, we were far. We got closer, and then we were able to break on out of that idea, right? So boom to the upside. So that's very interesting. Okay, very interesting. I'm not sick, man. I'm not sick at all. I just have like a freaking. I'm not sick even even not even 10, like a tiny bit. It was just like really cold last night. It was like 66 degrees, you know. Yo, shout out to Anko. Shout out to all my peoples up in the spot. So let's look at the calls that we were looking at recently today. So we want to look at LTX. So right now Bitcoin looks healthy. Again, resetting on the 1 hour. We could try again for the same idea. Look at Stat Cake. Make 110 in my sleep. Stat Cake. The money's coming. We'll take a look at that. Kiki, hope you feel better. Yeah, right. Yeah, feel better, Kiki. Yeah, man. I hope you feel better, bro. All right, so check it out. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Thank you very much for coming through with the $2, man. Every little bit helps. Thank you so much. So Bitcoin on the 1 hour is in a beautiful pennant yet still. And some could say, okay, it broke on out and it could be doing a bearish retest. And that's something to think about. But, low stochastics pushing up to the upside. We take our shot one more time at Bitcoin, right? Okay, so yeah, so right now it's good to trade altcoins in my opinion because Bitcoin is low on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and we should have our final move to the upside. We've shown to have bounced off previous support now, which was right here. Look, this is our rejection point right there. That will become our next place where we want to hit. It's not a coincidence. Rejection, the bounce, right? Support and resistance coming into play now, and stronger than the one previously, and now we retest a low. We retested a low at about like 38,100, right? 38,000 was tested. Really, really good sign. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Marie. You got 28% rewards from Stack Cake. Thank you. The money's coming. I'll look at Stack Cake, and then if I think it's vital, I'll maybe bring it up tomorrow or maybe later on another live stream. Thank you so much for bringing that up, though. Very nice of you. How's the live stream looking? How's everything going? Let me take a look at it. I didn't even get a chance to look at it. I don't even have the bandwidth, really, to look at my own live. I'm afraid if I do, it'll take too much away from what else I'm doing and actually hurt the stream. So I can't see the likes. I can't see the views. I just got to do what I do and know that it's awesome and that you guys are here for me. So it is what it is. Yeah, like it's taking a long time just to load. the page that would actually show me the live stream. Taking its time. Turn 4,000 into 1 million. Interesting. 4,077, some funny number. All right. 77 people watching. Unbelievable. Thank you guys for coming on in on a Friday. I love streaming on a Friday. Fridays are always my favorite days to stream. Without the music, though, it really, right? I need that pump. That pump. But I can still pump you guys up regardless. Yeah, I can't even see my own stream. Unable to do that. Too many people biting off a signal. Oh, there you go. Also sounds like I'm in a computer somewhere inside of some type of strange little, like, let me boom this up for you guys a little bit. Interesting. All right, stream's not too bad. Appreciate you guys. Okay. I'm just going to shut it down. I really can't watch my own stream. That will just end up hurting my own stream. Anyone else having trouble sending a super chat? Tried 5 times and it keeps crashing. So now I like a long here, honestly. I like a long here for BTC. Makes sense for me technically right now at the moment. When I see the low Stokes, everything looking good to me. So I do like a long here on BTC. Okay. Let's take a look at some other coins that are pumping today and what's going on in the market. STX. We've been focusing on STX the last 2-3 weeks, over in and out, in and out. Had a beautiful pump last night, forming a nice bit of a pennant here. Let's go look at it on a smaller time frame. My old 7-minute, baby. Love the 7-minute. Why? Well, the 7-minute can show you a lot about price action without getting too small. You're far enough away from the 1 hour to give you some space. Like the 15 minutes, only 4 spots away. 7-minute, and you can really see what's going on here. This is forming a pennant. We'll see what happens. It could, or falling wedge technically. And we'll watch if this continues. Let me bring this back up and lock in with the bottom. Watch as this continues to the downside inside of this formation. And yeah. Let's go to look. I think it would come down here on, let's look at the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, it's suggesting that interesting, very interesting, very interesting. 1 hour could be booming up to the upside or to the downside. You get that double top, but then you're going to be coming down. I'd watch this reset, right? Back down to previous support. You can even pull a mini fib on these, which people don't realize. You can do this a lot. You can pull a mini fib here and do yourself a 618er. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably likely this price will come back down to the 618, right? And don't be shy with your Fibonacci's. You can pull many fibs in many places. Like, you can use them in different time places, different time periods. They work well, right? So, okay. Shout out to everyone here on the chat, man. Big things happening in the gov for crypto. Happy family. Germany about to invest heavily in crypto starting August 2nd. Sounds underwater today. Yeah. FRM, nice pumps. Yes, FRM was a beautiful pump, man, for sure. What is that? In late. Hope I haven't missed much. Today is the day. Morning, everyone. It pays 28% in cake rewards. How is MATIC doing? Let's take a look at MATIC. Thank you very much for saying that. Let's take a look at what's going on with MATIC right now. Okay. MATIC. MATIC USDT in the market. Ooh, nice little dump. And I had a feeling the 1 hour would be set and you could rebuy it in the morning. That was something I was thinking about. And you know what? I think I'm going to buy back my MATIC right now. And I think that's going to be my trade for the day on the 1 hour at the bottom of the pattern. Trade this thing back on up, right? Trade this thing back on up to the upside. I like the trade for MATIC right now. Let's see that 4 hour set just similar to Bitcoin. Like we see the 4 hour and the 1 hour both kind of in the same similar idea on the low. Yeah, I mean, and we're at the bottom of the pattern again on the 4 hour. This could double bottom here, start to make a move to the upside. Not too bad, Any divergences? Nothing crazy. No. Do we see some bullish divergence on any smaller time frame? That's what I look for confluence. Swing down and swing down, kind of sideways action. Slight beginnings. If we look at the 15-minute, we might even see something brewing a little bit here. Yeah, 15-minute definitely has the bullish divergence, which is the swing down and swing down there, but this swings to the upside. Tells you that you're very close to your bottom area where we should pump to the upside off the bottom of this pattern. I like MATIC here. I really do. MATIC looking pretty nice, setting up for a pretty sweet trade. It was running out of room already, did a breakout, which looked like a beautiful breakout, came back into the pattern again, and now it's kind of like, suggesting that it wants to find its way out of the pattern one more time. It is going up and down, right? It ran out of room there. That was a fake out for sure. I mean, that was a beautiful breakout, and they grabbed the liquidity, it took it right back down to the ground. So now looking at MATIC pretty closely. And this trade's still 100% valid, right? Stop loss right there. And eventually the 200 days is going to come between your stop loss and the price. That's going to be a really, really good sign for MATIC. So that's something that I would, like that I hone in on all the time. Broski, do you can stake Fantom on Fantom wallet? Know you love Fantom, but never heard you mention staking it. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Fantom or MATIC? This is MATIC. I made 500 yesterday off steak cake. That's amazing. You're at 71 likes. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate you. Yeah, I can't see the likes. I can't see the viewers. It's all good. I'm just doing what I got to do to get by today. And then I'm going to figure out something else for tomorrow's stream. Or maybe I'll make a better tonight's stream. We're going to get through that. Really disheartening for me, but I just got to push forward and not think about it and be positive at all times. Okay. So MATIC breaking to the upside from where it's at there. And there's some gains there, man. Let's take a look. 26% gains for MATIC. If it can break on out and then break past this local resistance, that's really going to hold it down the most. Let's go, MATIC. You could do better than you did yesterday. That was pitiful. Went down with Bitcoin, right? The show groups are funny, right? Any fun, please, while you're traveling? Any fun places while you're traveling? Any fun plans while you're traveling? Honestly, I just wanted to let my daughter see my mom, man. That's it, man. My daughter and my mom, man, they were really close. And yeah. You are what's important, not the stack cake. Thank you, Von Deer. Thank you so much. Other YouTubers would just take a week off, but not you, sir. Thanks for going live every single day, twice, even like yesterday. Long profile. Let's get 100 likes and cause 100 plus viewers. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, so I like this call for MATIC right here. I like where MATIC's sitting. Let's take a look at XRP, man. A lot of movement for XRP lately, right? And it seems to be brewing, right? There seems to be news. XRP seems to be running it up and getting ready. Thank you so much for that comment. I really appreciate it. Low profile. Yeah, like that kept me going, man. That comment kept me going. I really appreciate you. Thank you. So XRP, everything did the same thing. Everyone did the breakout and the hook to the downside. Funny little nasty little move. Faked us all out. Like everything should have kept kind of continuing up. Nasty little fake out there for XRP, right? So I got stopped out of a trade last night. Does the 1 day Bitcoin have to come down? It's so overbought. Yes, it does. And we talked about that earlier at the beginning of the stream. And thank you for saying that. That's a really good observation. And yes, it does. And that's why what you do is you draw a pennant and you watch it. Does it either go sideways or does it break to the upside? And that's what you'll figure out, right? Sideways or does it break to the upside? Okay. KAVA mainnet coming. Let's take a look at KAVA. As Bitcoin kind of like did a loop-de-loop on a lot of these little things. We'll take a look at total too. Let's see, total might have come to a certain support region, and I want you guys looking at total and total two all the time. So everything looks very similar now. Everything was in like a pennant that fell out of the pennant. Right, here's my stop loss on this trade. Didn't get hit yet. I used the 200-day moving average between that. Highly likely that it could stick maybe, and not get placed. But this is really, now when I look at this though, I mean, this definitely did fall out of the pattern. It looks cleaner if I say it fell out of the pattern. If I try to make it another pattern, I guess we could do that, but it just, it's an ugly pattern. It's not a concise, clean pattern. It's with all the space up here. it's a little weird. So I would move this back into the pattern on this in this occasion here, something like this, and say that, yeah, I mean, we're gonna try to break back in, and either we do break back in or we'll see what happens. I mean, I guess it's forming now a falling wedge with a 68% chance of break to the upside. No worries, and we are pointing back up. So something like this is could be brewing, and you can continue. If you didn't get in where I got in, you could get in now with a stop loss below the next previous low, or at this resistance here, just right below that resistance. When I say that's resistance, it's this place here that I look left. Always look left. When you look left, that's where you can figure out like where the next place where price doesn't want to go through, and then you can use that as your next area of possible, possible a shield, a place where you may, highly likely to not get your stop loss plate, get kicked out of the game. A little bit of swing down, swing. It's not as sharp as a swing down, so that's a little bit of a bullish divergence right there. Tells you that this may bounce out of this pattern now to the upside. Slight Bart Simpson because it came up, went sideways, came down a little bit. Slight Bart Simpson pattern forming right there, and it's dabbling with the 200-day moving average. Okay. Interesting. This is KAVA USDT. A red day in the market. Let's take a look at Binance. See what's going on for Binance Markets. Just want to see how many coins are up or in the green, how many coins are double digiting. Like, take a look at what's going on. Take a look at what's going on. If we can. Binance. Oh, US. No. Oh, gosh, no. That was funny, right? And all but 50 coins on there. All 50 coins of yours. They have 50 cryptocurrencies. It's funny when I see that. I'm like, wow, 50? Amazing. Just 50? So many. So many. So KAVA bouncing off the bottom here, starting to get a bit of a move. We'll see. I mean, with the cross here and some bullish divergence. Look, gosh, I mean, that is bullish divergence there because that's super sharp to the downside. And this is not. It's down, but not half as down. I know if I go to the 15-minute, it'll get more clear. So watch. I've seen this so many times. So, like, and there it is. I mean, it's still a downside, but see, it's flatter. If I go from this same point to the down, and I use this point now, you can see like it's almost a flat line. But up there, it's like a dagger line, a dagger to the downside. So when you see those two things, it tells you that we should get a little bit of a bounce. So far, we got slight bounce, but not the biggest bounce that we really want. We could have got a bigger bounce from that. Send them super chats for them deep dives. They have 50 now. What about steak cake? It's all good, man. Thanks for the reminder, Rodney. Google account. Can you look at steak cake, TA? Hey, man, can you check ADA? They say it's going to blow up any day. We'll take a look at ADA. Did one day Bitcoin have to come down? Yeah, it may, yeah. Yes, Binance US is hilarious to use, right? Like, oh, yeah, there you go, Binance. Like, people, there you go. Like, there you can trade, like, the crap market. We'll let everyone else have liquidity. You can be in the tiny little pen with the little kids in the sand, in the sand trap. It's like 24-hour high for Bitcoin, 40,400. Okay, Bitcoin down 2%. Ethereum, and let's see what the big winners of the day are right now so far. How many double-digit coins there are. 76 for BCHA. So isn't that Bitcoin Cash? That's what they call Bitcoin Cash. I don't know what BCHA is. I'll have to figure that out. Another coin up 76%. Flow back in the game, up 32% in 24 hours. LPT showing signs of life. So there's some coins up in here. Let's see what's going on. C98, that keeps coming on my radar. I looked at it last night. It's funny, man. It keeps coming around, but now it's on my radar. Now we know. C98 pumping, man. Hedgic pumping. Perp pumping. Juve, Rose pumping. Well, not too many double-digit coins, right? Like only like a few, and then it gets small into the 12%. So the market's not amazing right now to trade. Could be better. Bitcoin Gold, PunDX. Talked about Bitcoin Gold breaking to the upside. Funny that it did. I even put a trade out for it. Bitcoin Gold. KAVA on the 15-minute. All right. Take it is what you make when you're locked up. Yeah. Stat cake. LOL. I never seen the 4 hour so underbought, but the 1 day so overbought. What happens, do you think? Usually, what will happen there is we'll see a flag on the daily. Like the daily will go sideways or only slightly down while the stochastics reset. That's usually what we'll see. I've seen that many, many times, you know. Produce the beats. Yeah. Then I take a look at MTV. I want to put MTV on your radar. It went down pretty nice. Look at this WRT or MDT. This is MDT with a nice little double bottom forming here. High in the 15-minute. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Definitely is a cup and handle, breaking off previous support. Everything was in these beautiful pennants, and then just the chunkiness, man. Let's take a look at total and find out what's up with the entire market cap. Total. All right. Total is all of the altcoins and it's basically all the altcoins put together, you know? Well, that's why it is doing that. There you go. All right. That should be better now. Sorry about that. I just saw something going on. Like, wasn't feeding the desktop audio into the desktop, which it was doing yesterday, and then not today, and then so many weird things going on. Anyway, okay. So to me, total's still okay. Total looks fine. 4 hour looks oversold, ready to rock, and this is the entire market cap. It's holding $1.5 trillion. I mean, that's a really good sign. And you can see that we have a support region here because we have previous highs that got rejected. Right, let me bring this down right to there, and then we're also bouncing off that region. So really nice that we held $1.5 trillion, right? And we won't go see 1.5. So if we stay in this, and we could see a breakout still, I still see the breakout going up to the upside, man, possibly to 1.7 trillion. The daily just has to kind of sort its way out, and maybe like we'll get a pump. The daily will go sideways while it resets on the Stokes. And so all eyes on that daily. All eyes on the daily. All eyes on Bitcoin. You know, form that pennant, draw a rectangle, and watch how it plays out. Watch how it plays out. See what goes on, and that's going to be your indication whether you want to get in or out of a trade based on what's happening with Bitcoin, or if you want to long Bitcoin with a bigger amount of money or not. We're going to watch this daily. If this daily resets and we stay in a beautiful pennant, I mean, it's going to set up some really nice fireworks for the next few weeks into September. So we're already kind of like building a story here, and we were able to see what will happen based on some ideas that I'm looking at. So 4 hour looks nice for the total market cap. Okay, meaning we should get a little bit of a push up on the 4 hour. So, and the 4 hour usually takes like what, 2-3 days. Today's Friday, so maybe by tonight into Saturday into Sunday afternoon, and then we'll be at a weekly candle close, maybe for the reset of the 4 hour. We'll see what happens then. You know, last weekly was insane, right? One of the craziest weekly candle closes we ever had. So you never know. You never know what's in store for you. You never know what's coming your way, guys. And you just want to stay mentally strong, mentally ready for anything that could happen, right? For anything that could happen. I'm going to try to dabble with some new sound. I may not. It may just be too much. Let's see here. Can I get a what? Check, 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2, and we are live. Bam, bam, bam. Trying to switch up the audio real fast on you guys. See if we can do it. Need that audio. It's funny. It's all about the audio. I noticed that too. All about the audio. Check, check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. I need me properties. Happy days. That guy's so funny, right? Happy days. Should be like a properties button. Create output projector, rename. Interesting. Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Check, check. I'll turn that one off too. Man, there was a bunch of them on that shouldn't have been on. That's what was going on. You know? Trying to figure out whether it's the audio or the computer. So many different things going on when I travel. And we're trying to figure out like exactly what it is so I can be on point. So check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. That should be a way better mic, right? I mean, that's what we're looking for right there. That's what you want. That's what you need, right? How's that? Nice hat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Mo. Check it out. Look at this. If you think it sounds better, hit the like button right now. How did your B? I got stopped out of BTC up yesterday. Well, it stayed sideways all day long, you know, and so I raised the stop so I didn't get like, I was like, man. And usually, if 8 hours go by and the trade doesn't go well, it's kind of time to bail on the trade. So if you're day trading, in my opinion, you know, if you're swing trading, no way. You know, you watch that 4 hour and you stick with it. That was a 1 hour day trade, and when the 1 hour got reset, it's just time to get out of the trade. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of closed it subpar, lost $100, you know, and then I scalped MATIC for 100. So I ended up just breaking even yesterday. Yeah, we all got nailed by the candles really, really hard. Really hard. Candles smashed on us, you know, for sure, you know. So, but you know, so some trades stayed intact. Some trades stayed intact, and the stronger trades, like let's take a look at LTX, Lattice Token, right? Been on my radar for a while. Hit 120. I'm thinking, all right, where will Lattice come back down for support, right? I was short. Action camera. This guy's funny. So check it out. Yeah, you would short last night on the 1 hour. That's simple though. I mean, that's, you know, even the 4 hour cross right here. Lattice token short when it hit what, 120 on the high. Didn't hit the complete target, right? So I set up my targets, but if the Stokes don't hit their target, then you got to sell on Stokes. Like Stokes will teach you. Like, see, this Stoke hit the target nicely, but this Stoke didn't. Like, for whatever reason we had, you know, and then you have to look for the next support and resistance lines that you're going to touch. That's what it is. Once certain things don't work out the way you thought they were going to work out, then you have to be like, okay, well, where's our next place where price will start to bounce from? Where do we want to get a bit of a bounce off of, right? And so you can see rejection over there. We got a bounce right there, you know, rejection from this wick, even this whole area right there. You can see heavy rejection. Where are we going to get the bounce? That's exactly where we come down and get the bounce on Lattice token. So you use your support and resistance once you don't hit your target, and then you rework the trade, right? You take profits on the 1 hour when it gets high, or the 4 hour when it gets high. You see what I'm saying? If you're swing trading, if you're going to run the day trade, then, you know, go to the daily and stay on the daily till the daily runs to the upside. Like right now, you would still be in the daily trade. Right now, the daily's getting extended though. It's getting extended, right? And then you'd be like, well, what do I do now? Well, you draw a faux pennant, the idea of a pennant, or the idea of you know, a bull pennant, a bull flag, could be a wedge. You never know exactly what it's going to be doing, but you just get ready. And then whenever it does whatever it does, you kind of adjust these to change it. And that's the best case scenario, is that this resets and this goes sideways. And that's what we're looking at for Bitcoin right now. It's the same concept, same idea. Okay. All right. Still in MATIC from yesterday. Hopefully I regain my loss on today. We'll start closing out before bed. Little Smitty. What do you think about future contracts expiring today affecting price action? Oh, that's interesting. There's always a bit of a dump when there is a bunch of a dump. Hex was dipping last night. Did you buy more? I sold Hex already. Immediately. I got in at 13. I sold it at 18. I haven't bought more yet. Oh, no, you're right. I did buy more at like 12.5. Yeah, you're right. No, I did not buy more. I'll hold that for like 6 months now. I'm just going to leave that. I'll stake it and let it sit there. Shout out to Anko. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Shout out to Jasole. Shout out to Fidel. Shout out to all my peoples. Rodney Robinson. Thank you guys for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for coming into the live stream. Okay. TRB, Rarible, right? You're still seeing a bit of a move here. We did get a dump in the NFT space. Like the NFT space got really, really high. Took a bit of a move to the downside. Watch TRB. Okay. It's just breaking out of this long resistance that it's been in. Watch TRB. Okay. I see this thing doing some big things. So put it on your radar, have it on your radar. TRB, likely to break to the upside, continuing daily looking really nice. Obviously, I don't enter the daily. Again, if I'm entering a weekly trade, I look at the daily. If I'm entering a daily trade, I look at the 4 hour. If I'm entering a 4 hour trade, I look at the 1 hour. And if I enter a 1 hour, I look at the 15 minute, even the 7 minute, just for some ideas of where to get the best possible entry. Why jump in? Look at, say you're about to get into the 1 hour trade. And the 1 hour is really high, the 1 hour is really low, and it looks beautiful like this. But then you go to the 15 minute, and the 15 minute's high. I mean, you know that the 15 minute's going to reset, and you know that when the Stokes reset, 9 out of 10 times the price resets. So, what do? You wait for the 15 minute to find confluence, to find an idea. Off is its own support regions. You draw the same projection lines that you're doing on any. So playing the 15 minute to the 4 hour is the same as playing the 4 hour to the daily to the weekly. Like, you are the one that sees the time frames, but the time frames are all the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something I want you guys to understand the most. Right? You know, audio quality is great. Yeah, I finally got it better, but can you check out Ocean? Looked good last night. Let's take a look at Ocean for James Patello. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you. Let's take a look at Ocean. James Patello. I'm writing your name. Look at that, funny. Ocean. Appreciate the super chat, man. I'm out of my main studio. My main studio is like my home. I'm complete. I haven't been out of there in months. And I'm just like, I feel like a fish out of water right now. Thank you so much for that super chat. Appreciate you very much. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. Is that coming across the screen too? Are we seeing that? Oh, there's my tip jar. Why is it so hot? Bring that thing back down. Oh, not that. The tip jar. Give me that tip jar. There you go. There you go. I changed it up too. I made it like a different, like a whiskey, like a shock, like a double glass kind of, you know. The glass you would have a double of brandy, and even though I don't condone alcohol at all in any way, that's just the old idea, right? So take a look at this. The 1 hour. Now right there, look, the 15 minute was extremely high, but the 1 hour was not. So you might want to wait for the 15 minute to reset, and then Ocean would look pretty nice. What a dump Ocean took though, huh? What a dump. Damn, man, that one almost looked like it went harder than anything else, right? Interesting, this little J hook. See this little J? Could start a big move to the upside. A lot of these little J's. J, right? So you're looking for an entry on the falling wedge, okay? Now you're oversold for sure, right? No real divergence there occurring, which you would like to see a little more. Even right here, you could say swing down, and this swing all the way is up, and that's slight hidden bullish on a bigger time frame idea. Take a look at the 4 hour as well. Now the 4-hour coming down to the downside here, yeah, that's also resetting yet again for the second time, but it is holding this trend. Look at this trend that it's holding, which is interesting. And you see that the 21 wants to cross the 200. That's a good sign. It's a very good sign. I'm telling you right now, I was saying the weekly was low on all these coins, and for the last 3-4 weeks, it was just time to accumulate what you felt was a good project. The more you just listen to your own self and you stay in your own zone, the more money you'll make in this game. Again, none of this is financial advice, and get yourself a financial advisor, be your own financial advisor, do whatever makes you happy, right? But nothing I say or do here on this channel should be taken as financial advice, right? It's for entertainment purposes only. So look, we see that we're getting towards a golden cross, okay? Usually if you go to the 1 hour, you'll see the golden cross already occurred or is about to occur. And it did. Look, the golden cross occurred way back when. Actually, so far, the 50 is still above it, right? On the 1 hour. So we're still looking pretty bullish on the 1 hour for Ocean. I agree with you, you know. Watch out, though. We could see this look shoulder, head, shoulder. Just an idea. Another dump down. But stochastics say no. Stochastics say you're going to move to the upside, right? Also, Bitcoin's looking good right now. USDT pairs should be in play for the day. I mean, that's what you do. And they don't always have to be in play, but you go with the probabilities over and over again. That's how you maximize profit, right? Let's take a look at this TLM, Alien Worlds, which I believe is going to kind of do a bit of an axie once it gets people understand what they're looking at, you know, and they know what they're looking at. They're like, oh yeah, that's going to do an axie. So TLM, everything's in these like funky little patterns looking good with this red candle like sticking right out of them. Like, it's weird, man. Everything was looking pretty nice and fresh. Should have a little more. And we have heavy sell pressure in a lot of these coins now. You could try to bring it back in the pattern, or we trying to do a bearish retest back into these patterns. So like you could say, okay, we did fall out and we're going to try to come back to this trend line and do what's called a bump and run. Like you bump it and then you just run down again. We are getting oversold one more time on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. 4 hour wants to rip. It's saying enough is enough. Maybe we just break back into the pattern. We all forget these dips. You know, it's one of those, which we've seen many times that the whales do. It's kind of like a whale signature move. Like, oh, we're just going to dip it, flip it, and that's it, you know. Okay. Yeah, this is a comedy show, not a financial show. We try to make you laugh as much as we can, you know, every single day. No, but we do make gains. We do make gains. It's not a joke. We do make gains every day on the channel, or multiple times a week, you know. And I've became successful trading Bitcoin. And honestly, like, I like to tell people too, like, I don't hide behind smoke and mirrors. Like, I'm a dead honest person. Like, you want to make the most amount of money in cryptocurrency, you do what I did to make the most amount of money, and that's dollar cost average into Bitcoin, man. And you could start today. You know, you just, like, I tell someone, like, someone who doesn't have someone who's right now like struggling, and they say, number one, we all have the time. We could make the time. It's out there. We just got to find a way to create it. And if you don't have it, you got to squeeze what little bits you have out of the time you have to find a way to educate yourself. And then you need to use that education to learn a skill, and then you use that skill to get out of the job you have. It's a stepping stone, and it's explained perfectly to a lot of other people, but it's like, and you could take me as an example. I was a video editor, video editing, working in the TV industry, media managing, video editing, you know, and little video engineering, kind of all wrapped into one. Then I started watching these videos on YouTube and people like me, and I started being like, wow, maybe I could trade cryptocurrency. I think I could do something like that. And then I kept doing it and figuring it out, and then I was at work all day playing with it. Right? And then I joined a group, and then I got a mentor, and then I learned with people who were smarter than me. And then I said, I don't know this. I need more help. And when I finally surrendered to my own ignorance, which is Polonius, right? A famous quote by Polonius, right? A Greek philosopher is, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, right? That's the best thing that you could be doing, right? Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Can you look at Tell? Yeah, let's take a look at Telcoin. Let's take a look at what's going on in the super chats. Thank you guys so much for the super chats coming on in. Can you look at Telcoin? When I buy, it goes down. I'll take a look. This is a comedy show. I make gains here. Then I make more gains here than I do at the gym. You got to break some eggs to make an omelet. I love that saying, man. I video edited too. Sorry, Sony Vegas Pro. Haha. What I started with and then eventually found Adobe, right? Teacher left. Let's party. You guys are funny. Lifer turned into Predator. Jesus, Lifer, not a fan of bugs. Laying down that beat in the middle of a stream. XLM Golden Cross on the 4 hour. Really made sure that was dead, man. You guys are funny, man. No, you know what it is? I love bugs, and I don't mind them at all. I don't. But I have a little baby, and she sleeps all by herself in the next room, and that spider was mad big, and it was one of those ones that moves quickly. I would have liked to have caught it and thrown it outside. That would have been my MO. But I just thought about it biting my little daughter in the face or giving her, and I'm sorry. So normally, I love bugs, and I love all things, but, yeah. Crypto ending lifers. Really made sure that you guys are funny. Okay, let's take a look at these super chats, guys. So who asked here? We got Telcoin. We got an ask for Telcoin, and we looked at Ocean. Let's look at Tell. Let's look at Tell. Tell's getting ready. It's definitely getting ready for another move to the upside. Let's take a look at Tell, baby. Oh my God. There was like a bug in my hair for sure. They're coming for me everywhere, man. Maybe it was like one of his legs. Okay, let's look at Telcoin. USDT on KuCoin. All right. Not into, I don't know why I'm not into Richard Hart stuff. I should be, maybe I could be. Not my bag. I'd rather buy more Fantom than Pulse Chain, personally. Like, I'm into my own things. Like, I'm stubborn too in a way. I may look back years later and to say, oh well, I should have done it, but I didn't, and it is what it is, right? And so I'm not a bandwagon guy, man. Like, when a lot of people do a lot of stuff, I mean, even though it seems like a lot of people on cryptocurrency, but like I was here a lot earlier, and so I just, I don't know. I can't explain why I'm not a Pulse fan. I just don't really, it doesn't get me. It just doesn't fully get me, And I could be wrong. Like, that's what I want you guys to know. Like, I'm not perfect. Like, I make mistakes. Someone could look back on me and be like, wow, he never got into Pulse. What a fool. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be okay with that too. Like, I'm all right with the journey on this life that I'm on. And sometimes I'm going to make a mistake and sometimes I'm not. And it all depends. Great info on the time frames. Thank you very much. Appreciate that for BTC. Just ask why you don't like. Was just about to ask why. Yeah, there's really no real reason. Honestly. It's just like Richard saying jump. And I have to jump for when he tells me, like, he's like, you do it now. Like, you have 14 days, go. And I'm like, wow, like, oh, I have to do what you want me to do now? All right, then I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Can you dive into NAFT? Just launched on Gate.io. Can you check out their site? It's a sick app. Let's take a look at NAFT. Thank you for bringing that up. Let's take a look at NAFT. Appreciate that. Let's take a look at NAFT coin. NAFT. And this channel, if you're new here, is a great place to look for new coins. We go over a lot of awesome stuff all the time. And, we have awesome, smart individuals bringing us amazing information, too. Sack and chill, lifer. Not too many chances to get a coin at 0.0000. The price will set itself at launch. Steak cake. Sam is not that impulsive to buy Pulse. Yeah, it's just not. I can't explain. I like NAFT. What a smart idea. Like one letter away from NFT. It's interesting, right? You got to give that to them. Is NAFT a poo coin, though? It seems like I can't even find it out there. Google's having trouble finding it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not that guy either. Do this, not me. Wrong guy. Yeah, so CMAS, you didn't get into Pulse either, or did you do Pulse? And that's, I'm asking him. I guess I know the answer to his question, but it's, you never know. He might have liked it for a different reason. Last chance to do it is tomorrow, fam. It's called Nafter. Like Napster. That's an interesting idea now. Damn, I wish I came up with that. Like Nafter, but Napster. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I almost told you just to put something in Pulse also, but didn't want to overstep. What if like something horrible happens and it just like falls out? You know? Bugs relatives are after you. I know they're trying to get me. No Pulse for me, no XRP either. What's up, bud? Hope you and the family are enjoying the quiet. Back to the bugs. When you get a chance, check out the size of the giant centipedes we get in Vietnam. These things eat rats, I swear. Dude, that's disgusting. Oh my gosh. That's creepy, man. That would scare me half to death. Yeah, definitely would. Like a giant centipede like that. Please check out RSR. If the bugs give you a break, needed the laughter, rough week. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm in Pulse. You have 3.5 days left to sacrifice. Smaller fish should sacrifice the last 3 days, and bonus. Last 3 days set bonus. But like I know the best time was to do it was the first day. Like you got the most the first 3 days, and like I didn't do that, so now I already missed the big bonuses. So like I feel like everything after that is just kind of like you're getting everyone's trash, you know. Anything that has to be called sacrifice with my bread, nope. Tony Skogs helping chat out. I know, right? Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Little Smitty, for the $5 super chat on RSR. Let's take a look at RSR for Smitty. I'm trying to find NAFT here. It's not coming up on Google. Having a bit of a hard time. All right. Looks like it's like a poo coin. Could you yeah. Nafter crypto coin. RH is forking the entire ETH network. Most ERC-28 tokens will be duplicated and airdropped to you. Oh, come on. You really believe that? Not the first few days in according to Making Life, how much you sacrificed. Okay. Invested in crypto in 2017, but I'm a newbie in a day trade trying to learn. Gonna book a tutoring session. I'm in. Thank you so much, man. Please book a tutoring session. I'd really appreciate it. What did I miss, family? Nafter.io, bro. Thank you so much for saying that. That was very easy for you. Appreciate that. I like IO. I'm running IO. Wanted you to check out the chart as well, please. I'll check out the chart for sure. Thank you very much. Appreciate the extra super chat for the extra push there. Where content becomes collectible. Introducing Nafter, an online marketplace for creators and fans to buy, sell, mint, collect NAFTs, NFTs. Of course, they have a scantily dressed lady on the cover. Interesting. Mint, sell, collect. Funny, man. NAFT token. It's on PancakeSwap. This thing looks like one of those, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It's another one of these questionable little coins. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's a questionable little coin, though. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Is it viable? Is it not viable? We don't know. We don't know, right? So, I'll look at the chart for you, but I don't want people to think it's like... But, you know, it could 10x. You never know. I've been wary of the smaller coins lately. I've been back into my game, heavily back into trading, just kind of doing what I do on the charts, man. You know? Staying away from the gambles. As fun as they are in a bull market and it's all crazy, it's good to get to brass tacks, man, and do your studying. Oh, come on. What is it doing to me? Why is it doing this? You see, everything is just bogged down on me today. Great day to be alive, though. Great day to be alive with your peoples, man. Let's look at Telcoin. So I like where Telcoin is. All right, let's take a look at the 4-hour, and we're going to find out some support and resistance lines that make sense. You know, where you'd want to bail if you had to, where you wouldn't. So look, right off the bat, you can see that we held this level really, really nicely at about 0.0015, right? Which is great. I mean, that's psychological support at 1.5 cents. You wouldn't want to break that. Looks like we could gap down there, though, if we break this level. Right? So right now we're holding some strong support at 1.8. Rejection there. Rejection, break back above, you know, broke above, broke back below. Came back, we hit it, bounce, kind of. And an interesting thing I do have to say, all right, look at this. I do got to say something right now that I don't like to say, but I pointed it out, and this is a diamond pattern. A diamond pattern break to the downside, man. So, and it's like it's a textbook diamond, man. Like, and if it came from the down, it's going to break to the down. So I think Telcoin's going back to support right around here. They're making it hard to make midterm holds play out. You know, like you'll go up, you'll go right back down. That's why I've been scalping these bigger moves, smaller moves, and just collecting my capital and dollar cost averaging. I think that's the smartest. If you look at what I'm doing now, it's really the best way. You wash your capital and you keep putting it into things that you appreciate. You know, and if you don't have the trading down yet, you DCA and you keep studying. And that's what it is until you're ready. You know, and it may take you a year or two to get where you want to be. It may take you 4 years to get where you want to be when it comes to cryptocurrency and trading. And honestly, anything that's going to really, 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 really replace your job, or something that maybe you've gone to college, maybe you didn't, maybe you're just working at the same place for 5 to 7, 8 years, but you've created a rapport, you know what you're doing. You think something's just in 2 months is going to replace that? 5 months, even a year? It's going to take a couple years for you to replace your job. I'm telling you right now, unless you like, you know, there's a year at the quickest, it could take a year transition wise, but it's got to be planned out. You got to get some form of education that's going to give you a skill that's going to help you do something different than what you did at your job. Okay. Can you take a look at Luna? It's back today, eh? Richard Hart shredding Satoshi Craig on stage after a speech. Now that is some crypto mainnet. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, Richard was live on Crypto Face, both live in tandem, and YouTube cut Richard's channel. It's back up today. Also, YouTube, why? So they cut my channel, then they cut BitBoy's channel, then they cut Richard's channel. Join the Patreon. Thank you for saying that. For YouTube, will follow my creators anywhere if they get the stones to leave. Really hard to do with the network effect. Oh my gosh, I mean, the algorithm is so nice. They have the best algorithm in the game. I was saying that to my wife the other day. I'm like, when that algorithm gets ripped from you, you're sitting there like twiddling your thumbs in your room like, oh, I'm gonna build an audience. Yeah, I mean, they know, they got it locked in. So watch this diamond here. 90% of the time they break to the downside, and it was already a diamond, and it is breaking to the downside. Interesting. There was a diamond on some other coins pointed out by my man, Mr. Smurfington. Shout out to you, because you saw this. You saw some diamonds before others, before even I really pointed out a diamond. So appreciate you, man, for saying that. Very, very nice. And that's what happens too. I tutor people, and then they get better, man. The plan is I want you to get better than me. Outtrade me, right? Show me what you got. Fantom holding above 20 cents. And so, you know, not as much in the diamond. You can almost diamond it, but it's not as perfect. Telcoin's in the exact diamond for whatever reason. Fantom bouncing off the 200-day moving average, forming a beautiful pennant here, and, you know, getting pretty busy. I like Fantom. I'm going to keep buying Fantom on the low anytime I can. I like these prices here for Fantom. Okay, let's go back to Bitcoin. I'm very curious to see what's going on with Bitcoin right now on about the 15-minute. I want to get a look of the health of Bitcoin on the 15-minute on Binance. I think people were saying Electronium Classic is a breakout for a fall. I think 36K on Bit is possible in the next 2 days. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Just something you might find interesting is I was asked by YouTube yesterday under one of your thumbnails if I would recommend this channel to others and why, with multiple choice. Interesting. I hope you said yeah for sure, because he's the greatest man on earth. 39K. 39K. We are back to 39K. Oversold on the 4 hour, ready to go, and the 1 hour looks like the same. So, what do we say? I say we long, baby, long. I say we don't miss our chance to long Bitcoin here and get a breakout out of this pennant to the upside. I like what we're seeing here, and then we'll ride it to the upside. We'll see where we end up at the end of the day. It's like the same trade as yesterday. We'll just see what happens. I will never outtrade you, lifer, but maybe outstake you. Hey, you never know, Josole. You never know, man. You never know. Never say never, my friend. I love you, brother. Lil, that's exactly what I said. What's up, lifer? Shout out to Jordan Kazio. Let's take a look at Luna. Thank you for that super chat. Let's take a look at Luna. I like MATIC here, and I like MATIC, and I like Bitcoin right now. You got to buy into the fear, man. You know, they've been playing games a little bit with the movement of the price today, and yesterday was sideways action. Little low volume yesterday. We just couldn't get the push up that we needed. Luna looking nicer than anything else. Honestly, I agree with you right now. Luna looking very nice. Luna pumped hard. And you know, Banter pumps Luna a lot. That channel, they pump Luna a lot. Tell all their subscribers, oh, you should buy Luna at $6, buy Luna. I mean, they're pretty right. Luna at $5-6, and it was the most undervalued thing, and it pumped up pretty nice. And there's our call for Luna. 17% or 20 hit the target. Look, it hit my exact target. Look at that. Hit my exact target. 21% gains on Luna. And that's why you come to the channel every day, guys, because we guys give you trades that boom out every single day. Or my Patrons. If you're my Patreon, you got this call sent to your inbox, beautifully positioned. It gave you the input, gave you the stop loss, gave you the target. Look how beautifully the trade played out. Look how beautifully it played out. That's how we do. That's what's called a crypto lifer trade. When everything, you plan it, it goes exactly as planned. You map it out. You're done. You're ready to rock onto the next one. So now what? Well, we can even recycle. Let's recycle this long tool, shall we? Let's delete the call here. As we already got a picture of it, I can post it now into my group. Just to like, we nailed it. Another trade nailed in the books, man. Rising still high on the daily chart. 1 day candle. RSI still high on the daily chart. Oh yeah, I mean the daily's really high on everything right now. Really, really high. So just be careful on that, for sure. Daily's extremely high. Okay, Luna, congrats. Hit the target, man. Bam. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you guys for coming on and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Hope you said thank you today for whatever you got going on in your life so you can get more abundance. Hope you got your Labrador right. Hanging out, right? Anyway, and hope you're feeling good. Hope you're just doing the best you can with what God gave you. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate you. So look at this. Luna is in a bit of a falling wedge here, flag. I could see Luna breaking down. So look at this. Starting to break to the upside, pushing out. Luna, man. Look at that right there. Interesting, right? How much is the Patreon member fee? It's $100 a month, $99 a month for Patreon. $99 a month. And literally a lot of people say they make the money back in a week or two, and it's not, I don't even want to say that. You know, you never know. The market could go up or down. We short, we long, we go sideways, you know, we watch the market regardless. We figure out a way to make, if the market's going sideways, we go to a smaller time frame and we freaking pattern trade in and out of the 15, 34 to the 1 minute. The market's going really good and doing beautiful. We draw cup and handles on the daily and we long for a couple weeks and we do midterm holds. You know, the market's kind of just beginning to get good and we want to see it. We start trading the 1 hour and the 4 hour like we're trading right now. So depending on how I'm trading, you can figure out what's going on with the market. Right now, you can see the market is just out of being sick and starting to recover a little bit. That's why we're trading the 1 hour and the 4 hour a little bit, but we're not going so hard on midterm holds. I do say I am always midterm holding. I'm always dollar cost averaging it as something that I'm going to be holding for a very, very long period of time. And if you dollar cost average that way, eventually you'll get it. You'll catch it because you'll be able to hold enough of it at a certain price. So I'm looking at Fantom. I want a certain amount of Fantom below 30 cents, and I just want to keep accumulating it until that point, right? So things of that, and then I set that in my goal, and I set that as a goal, and I go after it and after it and after it until I hit that goal. And that's the plan. That's what I do. Thank you guys so much for that super chat. Thank you very much, James Patello. Can we check out Uniswap? Let's take a look at Uniswap. But look I like Luna right now, like possibly breaking out. So again, you want to trade the 1 hour? Go to the smaller time frame. All right, they're a little high right now on the 15 minute. So you wait. So what I do is I put an alert down here on the 15 minute, option H. I right click the alert. Okay, right click the alert. I put the alert on the green line, and when this blue line hits the alert, boom. Then I go into the 1 hour trade because then the 15 minute has reset. It's a really, really good practice. It keeps you humble. It keeps you patient. And it also makes you plan out your trades. Like you can't just jump in impulsively. There's a reason why you're getting in at certain places. And then if you lose the trade, you lose the trade. Like, no one's going to win every single trade that they make. Okay? Nobody. Right? Nobody. Now, that I didn't even need to put an alert on there. It was just probably a glitch. Can you take a look at Uniswap? So I like this call for Luna, but I'd wait for it to come down a little bit on the 15 minute before I entered. That's why the call is like a little lower than 1048, probably about 1030, 1031, something of that nature, and then break to the upside, 19% gains, and we're going to put an 8% stop loss. Okay, let's take a look at Uniswap real fast. Uniswap on, oh wow, yeah, look at it on KuCoin. They got it on the bigger exchange too. Let's look at it on Binance with the most money. Uni. I hold Uni. I'll disclose that. And I've been holding it ever since. I got it for free. They gave you free Uni if you were one of the first people to use it back in the day. They gave you 400 free Uni tokens. 300 or 400, whatever it was. But at one point it was like I had 12K worth of free Uni. I mean, can you believe that? To give someone $12,000? Like, I thought that was insane. That's when the market really started to pick up. That's a great story about Uniswap because I got into Uniswap and I was just throwing money in at it. Can you take a look at Enjin? Yeah, we'll take a look at Enjin for sure. Okay, let's take a look at Uni. Look what I see for Uni, which is slightly worrisome, but look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Okay, just bring that up there. It doesn't have to play out, but I'm bringing it up. I just want to bring it up. Okay. Okay, we're looking at Uni, and the show's going to end in about 15 minutes. Looks like literally the battery of the computer is going down as the stream goes up. Like we started at 80%, battery's at 17%. All right, I'm going to try to buy a new computer, do something for tomorrow, or I have to go back home and figure it out. We'll be back ready to rock tomorrow night for a beautiful stream. I will pump it up. Thank you guys for bearing with me today in these hard times. Hurts the views, hurts my momentum. Right, but I just have to kind of look past that and take a deep breath and say, oh, well, it is what it is. But I'm an obsessive compulsive guy, and the algorithm never sleeps. And the second you sleep on the algorithm, someone gains on you, man. And I just, knowing that about it always gets me. Uni looking really nice. I could pattern trade Uni to the back top of the pattern. You know what? Interesting. I like Uni where it is right now here on the 1 hour. Very, very nice. Again, the 50 minutes probably high on a lot of things, so just wait for that 50 minute to come down. That's going to be your entry space. The only thing about Uni is then it's going to have to go parabolically out of the space. And if the daily's not in your favor and you're high, then we could see some downside out of this rising wedge. Yeah, so you're high on the daily, but you want to make a parabolic move out of a rising wedge in the 4 hours. So see how those things are kind of conflicting slightly. They can't go together, right? And that's why we use oscillators. They kind of trap us into ideas and that's why you use oscillators, not your emotions. Your emotions be, oh, yeah. And then your oscillator be like, oh, no. Like, that's not happening. Now, one could say, okay, we broke out of this pennant and we're retesting. We're just retesting the zone and we're going to still continue to break to the upside. Possible. But I also see that we're in these, some mixed signals from Uni, honestly. Pointing to the downside right now. For mixed signals from Uni. I don't know if I'd take the trade from Uni. I think like Luna looks way better than Uni, in my opinion. Can you take a look at Enjin? Yeah. I think Uni's going to be a buy, but you know, let's wait for this big pullback. When that daily comes down on all these coins, I think, remember, we're going to hit, you know, we might have to come back to 1.3, 1.4 trillion on the total market cap. It looks like there's going to be a vast pullback in the next, yeah, I don't know. You can see it. I mean, the daily's brewing for something, and not too big, but you know, something that everyone notices, you know. Okay, so Enjin pullback was less than most, and it's still in this uptrend, right? And this is what I like, forming to the upside, but going down on the stochastics. That's telling you that there's momentum, there's brewing momentum, that this wants to continue to the upside. Let's take a look at what it looks like on the 1 hour. Okay, now everything fell out of their beautiful pennants that they were in, right? They were in these beautiful pennants, and they fell right out of them, right? Look at this one. Enjin coin was doing its thing, and it fell out. I'm going to delete my old work. We're going to take a look at what's happening. Let's going to shrink this into itself here, and let's see what we got on the price action. I like what it's doing. It's making a stepping stone up the 200-day moving average. So far, so good. 21 just curving down, though. Usually that's time to like maybe scale out of the trade slightly. I love to scale out when we get really far away from the moving averages. Then they get tight again, and that's our next indication to get in. So we're waiting for this kind of downtrend to find some support and resistance. So we have it right here. And we have it right about here. And we have it right about here. Support and resistance touching as the 200 comes in. Beautiful sign. And that could be similar to this pop here off of the wedge. So right now we're holding strong support. The 1 hour is extremely oversold, setting up for somewhat of a scalp at the very least. So let me zoom in on just this section, and this is where I'm going to look in for my possible trade now. And actually, let me look above also at my support and resistance lines. So you know we're going to get a bit of a rejection right here, and you know we're going to get a bit of a rejection right here. Okay. All right. Can you look at Ave? Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I will take a look at Ave. Appreciate you there very much. Guys, thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the super chats. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Remember, the show will end in about 10 minutes. All right. But my computer's struggling to stay on, honestly, which is sad. Sad. And I apologize. I look like an unprofessional person here on the remote stream. I've been trying to move Enjin back. And you even see a shoulder, head and a shoulder slanted wise. It did hit that line, and it comes back down to the neckline, which is this slanted area. I like Enjin right here. Nice place to get into Enjin, and NFT gaming moving again. Right? You're in the space. You're in the space that's get that momentum to the upside. Cardano, Polygon. XMR is also looks bold. I like that. That stock looks bold. She looks bold, baby. Haven't used that before. That looks bold to me. Interesting. Let's get off the Nafter site. Maybe it's holding me down. Let's get off of KuCoin. I'd like to look at Nafter for you, but it just like took some time to load. Let's get off of Binance. I usually have like 17 pages open, right? I'm just doing whatever. My graphics card's humming. I don't give a dizzam. Everything's going. Gonna refresh this page real quick. 16% battery on the laptop. Because you know why? It's running the power to the Fantom mic. You know, at least the stream didn't, you know, and I don't know if it's the power of the computer, the internet, or, you know, probably a little bit of the version of the two, you know. And I also spent a lot of time like getting my stream ready at my old place, just like setting up all these high-end settings and making sure everything was correct. It's insane what you do. Because you're running YouTube, you're running OBS, you're running TradingView, right? You got 3 like heavy duty software you're all running at once, and then you're also got the stream, the chat. It's in all, like, you know, it's an intense type of industry for streaming for sure. Okay. So I'm gonna have to fix this, get a new computer tonight. We're gonna figure something out. Crowley trying to put some money in that tip jar, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Lifer fan will always stand by your side through the good and the challenging times. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's very nice. Thank you very much. It's one day, but it kills me. It's like one day. I'm like, one day is just, there is no such thing as one day. Like, it has to be amazing every day, every single day, you know? RSR. No, I know you're giving me RSR. I can't even, I can't chart the chart, man. You know, I can't deliver. Like, I can't move, the chart won't even load for me to make the call for you. Let me give you a look at it. I mean, what it is, it's bouncing off support, man, and it's looking like everything else with this opposite J hook, and it is oversold in the 1 hour. I mean, this is where you want to make a move. A USDT pair would be the smart thing to do right now. Market's looking a little shifty though. May stay on the sidelines so that daily decides what it's going to do for a couple days. That's also like, you know, we rode the 1 hour and the 4 hour for the last, while the daily ran up for the last week. You get what I'm saying? That's why we got so many good trades. Now the daily's going to reset. The trend's going to be a little bit of against us short-term wise. The weekly trend's good. That's why you can still DCA into projects slowly and watch them blow to fruition. But there's going to be so up and down tribulation through at the beginning and the end of a lot of this, right? Each week. So look here. Look, there's a call. Look, a rising wedge. It broke to the downside. It went up parabolic. You had to sell up there and get out, right? Sometimes that trade's on a different time frame as well, so it's matching up to a different place from where I made the trade. Let's look at this though. So down, up, down, up, down, up, boom. I mean, it's channeling for sure in this channel here, like so. And it looks like an ascending triangle, kind of, right? As this starts to move up a little bit. And a lot of people are saying, hey, we fell out of the pattern and we're going to do a bearish retest. So remind yourself of this, because this is possible. This is very possible. And we come up, we hit this, and we dump. And that's the dump to 36K. And then Bitcoin's in the similar idea. So I want you guys to know that this is a possibility, and I want you to be ready for either possibility. Okay? Either and if you're not ready, maybe you stay on the sidelines because you're just like, you know what, I'm not trained to be quick yet with my trading, right? And you'll know when you're ready. There'll be a time when you're like, all right, I got this, right? It'll come and it'll go, right? Toad swap coming on in there. Toad listed on XT Exchange today. Can you check Crusader on BSC, please? Strong NFT game token. Shout out to the $20 from Bitcoin Hasher. Appreciate you very much. Ave super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that too. Every day is amazing. That's the standard. Oh, I love that. RSR super chat. So there's RSR. It's going to follow everything else. So it's either going to break back into the pattern or it's in a bigger pattern and it's at the bottom of it. There's a couple scenarios that we're playing out that we're going to look at. No one knows exactly what's going to happen. That's why I use TA to kind of find your probability, find your place. Okay. All right, I'm going to have to use PooCoin for this. I don't even know if it'll load. Okay. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Shout out to my man Bitcoin Hasher with the toad swap idea. Crusader. That's why I'd love to get to this. I'd love to get this chart for you. Crusader of crypto. Pretty interesting. I already kind of like it. Like little idea. All right. Total supply. Let's see the market cap. Includes 6 million market cap. I mean, wow. I mean, it could do damage for sure. I could do damage. See how 50-minute took a nice dump. I'm going to look at it on a bigger time frame so we can kind of get more of a handle of what's going on. It's been out a little longer than I thought. I thought it was like brand new, right? Oh, wow, look, it's one of the few coins. Look, it's in like an uptrend. Let's look at it on the 4-hour now. Oh, wow. Look at this thing. Looking very bullish. Wow, look at that, dude. And now it's bouncing off of previous support. Interesting. And right there as well. And right there as well. And right there as well. Okay. I mean, rising wedge broke out. Rising wedge broke out. Rising wedge again. Broke out. Bounce off previous support. Bounce off some support there. You got a low here, which it might come to. There's a little zone. Bing. Very interesting, man. This thing's been going up very, very nicely. Thank you for putting this on our radar. Crusader, guys. Here's the contract address. I'll post it in the down here if you ever want to check it out yourselves. Lifer, thank you for last night, sharing your most valuable assets with us, and that is your 1972 TR. You guys are funny, man. Getting the spinning wheel of death right now. Looks like everything's coming to an end for me. This might be it. I'm getting swallowed up by the megabits. I pushed it to the limit. The computer's so hot that if I touch it, it's burning my fingers. Yo, MacBook Pros, you guys, you robbed me. I bought this computer for $3,500 4 years ago, and it was hot since the day I bought it. It would get hot to touch. Eventually, the hard drive would burn out within 3 months. They had to replace it. There was crypto on it that I never got back. Yep. They claimed I could give it, and I could find it and send it to my own place, because I was like, give me my hard drive, because I'll go and send it to a place that can recover my information. And they're like, okay, we'll do that. And then they never gave it back to me. And then the hard drive got lost, did whatever they said they couldn't do. Anyway, this laptop's been getting hot since day one. It's time to change it up. And that's what's going to be happening. So we're going to move forward, and we're going to get some better equipment for the remote session. But this is a 3.5, 4-year-old MacBook Pro, souped up to the limit, Intel, all that. And it burns with fans till it burns your fingers. So MacBook Pro, I hope you're hearing this. I hope this makes it out to the airwaves. Mac, your stuff is horribly made, and you took a beautiful computer that should have been very, very well created, and you turned it into a heat map device that just burns people's legs. So yeah, spinning wheel of death. But the chart looks really nice on this. All right, looks like I'm gonna have to shut Brave down. I'm still here, but Brave is done. Brave got cooked. So look, we're gonna have to just force quit Brave, and we'll get back into this in a second. Not responding. Troubles every day. Gotta stay positive every day, no matter what. Okay. Ever since I'm at... Oh, man. Why isn't that taking those out? Take those out. I need an admin on that, because it's too slow for me, and I can't even get to it. Can't even get to it. All right, everyone. I'm gonna call it a day here on the stream. We did get from like about 10:45 to 12. Got a little cut short, but I'm gonna get to the end of this. Always go to Louis Rossman NYC. He has great shot for PCs and Macs. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Even though I would never go back to New York City ever again, except for like for a dinner or a hang out. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm just messing. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever live there again, where I'd have to service a computer. Hopefully not, if I'm lucky enough, right? Anyway, shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you guys more than you'd ever know. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the love. And I'll see you guys on the next live stream tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Stay tuned for me and the Patreon. I'll be giving you guys updates throughout the day. Still got internet, and I got some other computers around me that I can use as well. So, could not get to the Ave super chat. Appreciate it, though, very much. And, yeah, just couldn't get to it. Sorry. The computer's going to die. I can't do it. It is what it is. So, yeah, it's not my fault. But one day I'll get back to it. Don't worry. And if you want to basically jump in the Crypto Lifer Patreon group and say, hey, I super chatted Ave, and, you know, we'll give you some advice as what's happening. So come into the Patreon trading group and join the room. And if you want, join the Patreon. And thank you for whoever wanted to get tutoring. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. And I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Thank you guys so much for coming in. If you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next